Random guy in shit-tier iron armor shows up one day saying a dragon is burning down a city. I don't know why the guards let him in. Figure I can throw another body at my court wizard, so I shuffle him over. Comes back with arrows sticking out of his body and holding the tablet out for my court wizard like it's nothing. Here reports that someone killed literally every bandit, rat, wolf, and rabbit between here and the spot that he was sent. I now need to get this pain-immune lunatic murderer out of my city. Dragon shows up. Oh, thank the gods. I send this guy out on a suicide mission to kill a dragon. End of my worries. He comes back, apparently having killed the dragon and eaten its soul. According to reports, he just stood there and let the dragon burn him while chugging addictive and dangerous health potions that he made himself. Now standing in front of me, eating an entire bushel of apples, 2 loaves of bread, and an entire side of beef, while everyone looks on in horror and disgust. Need to get him away from my children as fast as possible. I tell him that he needs to climb the tallest mountain in Skyrim and stay with the Greybeards. He leaves without a word. Hopefully that's the last I'll see of him. Be Dragonborn. Head to Falkreath to trade latest loot. Decent folk in this backwater ghost town. Been searching everywhere for malachite. The orcs have been hoarding it to prepare to defend against the great dragon invasion. Fuck 'em. Blacksmith has a giant stash, but has jacked up the price due to limited supply. Literally takes me for all that I have, all of my money, my armor, my weapons, and the shirt off my back. I am penniless, but now I have everything required to forge a new set of armor and weapons. Warming my naked self next to the forge. Time to get to business crafting all this. I pick up the hammer and start pounding away. The forge fire starts to cool, and the first glass piece shatters. Fuck. Blacksmith says he'll go get the mage and some more wood to stoke it back up. Fucking great. Freezing my ass off, soaking up any residual heat left from the forge. Staring into the coals, I see a shadow flicker in my peripheral vision. The fuck was that, .jpg? People start screaming, barricading houses, and then I hear a dragon roar. Oh shit, nigga, .jpg. I reach for my sword. Oh yeah, that's right, I sold it. A dragon is here in the middle of fucking nowhere, and I am naked on the porch, defenseless and without a weapon. You have got to be kidding me, .jpg. Fuck it, I'm bailing. Running out of town, and I notice that there are others running towards it. I feel like a bitch, but it ain't worth dying for. I turn around and look. Town guard is engaged with the dragon, getting worked. Then people start coming back out of their houses with weapons and joining in. Fuck me, they weren't barricading. They were getting ready for a fight. Everyone else in this town is fighting, and here I am feeling useless, and now the biggest pussy on Nern. Leroy Jenkins.jpg. I get to the dragon and just start punching the fucker. I doubt that I'm helping at all. The villagers and guards are baffled, distracted by the crazy naked guy punching a dragon. Guard looks at me for a second too long. Dragon bitch slaps his ass into a house. You done goofed.jpg. I go over to see if he's alive. I'm sort of hoping he's not. Sweet, the dude is dead. Now I have a sword. I'm feeling as badass as ever, covered in blood from busted knuckles, ready to slay this oversized lizard. Turn around. The town guard is riding the dragon. People are cheering. He stabs it in the dome and slides off it like a boss. Casually walks back to his post. Mother of God.jpg. We got a badass over here.jpg. And now I'm naked, covered in my own blood, and standing over the looted body of a martyr. The town people walk by me in disgust. Feels bad man.jpg. Smith comes back and rekindles the forge. Sees dragon, asks where the hell I was. I have no answer for him. I start making armor, cooling hot pieces with my tears. Whiterun. Followed some face-painted bitch to town after killing a dog. Call themselves companions or whatever. I just want some money and new gear. Told I should join the companions at Jorvaskr. What the fuck is a Jorvaskr? Mixed race group of adventurers. Initiated, don't care. Told to go hunt this, go hunt that. Full member of the companions. Told by facepaint bitch to meet her by the Skyforge at night. Known this woman not even a full day. She says, "You're trustworthy enough, you can be let into the inner circle." Bunch of goddamn furries. My face when these people don't know about stranger danger. Traveling with Lydia. Why the hell we ever set foot in Markarth more than once, I will never know. Investigating crimes as if the Dragonborn doesn't have better things to do. Turns out the city is fucking corrupt as all hell. Prisoners used for slave labor by some old family. I go to tell some elf my findings. The elf is dead. Suddenly surrounded by Markarth guards, saying I'm under arrest because I'm being too nosy or some shit. I've been looking for an excuse to kill everyone on this fucking rock, bring it on. Unable to act, I'm blacked out again. Wake up in a goddamn prison. My ebony armor, my ebony war axe, all gone, missing. Told to take up this pickaxe and start mining. I learn who's who. Some kind of prince of the twig people with his little desk runs the prison. Orc manlet acting like bodyguard telling me about grave consequences if I don't back off. I could kill him with my voice. Oh yeah, I could kill him with my voice. The orc is suddenly on fire, dies in a smoldering heap. The prison goes crazy. The Prince of Fairies plans some great escape. We get out eventually. Chest full of my stuff at the end of the prison. Why the fuck do they keep it there? I equip my stuff and get ready to kill some goddamn guards. Step into the light. Lydia's standing there. How the hell did she even know? My face when I suspect my wife is a goddamn courier. Be me. Be Dwarven Spider. Doing some routine repairs on pipes and shit. Minding my own business. Suddenly I get hit in the side by an arrow. Oh, for fuck's sake, goddamn tits.png. Launched through the air and slammed against the wall on the other side of the room from the impact. Hooded bipedal flesh bag comes looming over me and rips apart my legs. Steals my soul gem. Falmer patrol coming around the corner. Flesh bag crouches down, disappearing into thin air. What? Be me, bandit. Walking around outside of the city walls. All of a sudden I see a tide of cheese wheels coming down the top of the hill. See Dragonborn at the top faintly, drowning in cheese wheels. Cheese wheels are finally gone. Turn around. Oh shit. The Dragonborn is all up in my face. The Dragonborn walks away. Why the fuck am I so cold? My face when he stole all of my shit in the blink of an eye. Be Greybeard. Devote my entire life to the voice. Have to live in some boring-ass temple on top of a cold-as-shit mountain. Live off of salted fish. No running water, everyone here smells like shit. Nobody else can talk. Fucking bullshit. Dozens of years pass. The fucking Dragonborn comes to save the world. Comes into the monastery and immediately steals all of our potions and food. Pickpockets all of my shit. I try my best to teach him the ways of the voice. He practices his Thum on my priceless antique vases. Blasts me off the mountain every time I go outside. I'm cursed with undeath and break many bones on the way down. I have to walk my 500-year-old ass back up the 7,000 steps with broken legs. My face when. Be a businessman in Whiterun. Smooth sailing. The war is great for business. Until that one asshole shows up. PC. He cleans out my purse every day, selling me useless crap. I have nothing to buy from my suppliers. Sometimes he sells me artifacts beyond imagining. I have to throw them out, no one has the 3 bajillion gold to buy them. Sometimes he stands in my store for 24 hours, not moving or talking. Customers have stopped coming in to avoid horrifying statue man. Have no gold to pay taxes. The Jarl refuses to accept 3,000 Horker tusks for taxes. End up in debtor's prison. Raped by an orc every night. Fuck that PC. Installed Skyrim's sex mod for the lulz over 2 months ago. Never figured out how to use it. Forgot about it completely. Play Skyrim for the first time in almost a month. Accidentally steal a tomato out of the Whiterun stall. Guard comes up with the usual crimes against Skyrim crap. Notice new speech option. Maybe I can find some other way to pay for this crime. Didn't know what it was, so I clicked on it. The clothes come off both me and the guard, and we both have fully erect penises. No. Oh god, no. No god, no, why? Girlfriend turns around after hearing two guys groaning extremely loudly. All she sees is two burly-ass Nords fucking the shit out of each other in the middle of Whiterun, with the children of Whiterun frolicking, playing around in the background. My girlfriend now has the biggest blackmail on me, and there is nothing I can do about it. Be me, Whiterun guard. Meet Dragonborn one day outside of the Bannered Mare. But that's the thing. He just stood there with an expressionless face, in the same spot, for 8 hours. I tried to use the standard "someone stole your sweet roll" technique taught in the Guard Academy. No visible change.png. Not even a chuckle. He just stood there. After moving for what seemed like 3 seconds, he pulls out a map and disappears. My face when? In the Soul Cairn with Serana. Serious fucked up shit. I'm a vampire now or something. I see dead people everywhere. There's not a living being around but us. Thoroughly freaked, no map, seemingly endless hell. Collecting pages for an egomaniac. Picked up a horse skull because what? Hear footsteps in the distance. Steady, fast. I'm not in the mood for any goddamn bullshit. I draw my ebony axe. The guy is running towards me, dressed in rags with no weapon. He stops 5 feet away, breathing heavily. I've been looking for you. I have a message, don't know who it's from. How the fuck did he get here? Courier logic. Traveling with Lydia. Been in Windhelm for a few days now. I adopted Sophie, critted me right in the fucking feels. Investigating a murder. Signs point to court necromancer. Turns out he's a mage. Necromancy's been banned for 1,000,000 years, blah blah blah. Rather deal with a necromancer, but turns out he's not that bad. Have my doubts. Confront him with the evidence that I found. He proves that it's not him. Says he's been investigating too, and has pinpointed the next possible attack. Decide to help him. Keep this from the Jarl for now. Dicked around in the fields until nightfall. Come back when the murderer strikes. Hear a scream. Fucking dragons, I don't need this shit right now. I take out my bow and slowly kill a dragon. Took nearly all night. I check the time. Sun's coming up. Haven't heard the scream. Crowd surrounds the dead dragon. Suspect not there. Run like hell to the smithing quarters, gut feeling. See woman yelling at murderer to stay back. He's drawing his knife. I draw my ebony dagger and somehow kill him before he killed her. Saved an innocent woman from harm. She turns to me and says, I think horses are so dull, don't you agree? What? Random guy in shit-tier iron armor shows up one day saying a dragon is burning down a city. I don't know why the guards let him in. Figure I can throw another body at my court wizard, so I shuffle him over. Comes back with arrows sticking out of his body and holding the tablet out for my court wizard like it's nothing. Here reports that someone killed literally every bandit, rat, wolf, and rabbit between here and the spot that he was sent. I now need to get this pain-immune lunatic murderer out of my city. Dragon shows up. Oh, thank the gods. I send this guy out on a suicide mission to kill a dragon. End of my worries. He comes back, apparently having killed the dragon and eaten its soul. According to reports, he just stood there and let the dragon burn him while chugging addictive and dangerous health potions that he made himself. Now standing in front of me, eating an entire bushel of apples, 2 loaves of bread, and an entire side of beef, while everyone looks on in horror and disgust. Need to get him away from my children as fast as possible. I tell him that he needs to climb the tallest mountain in Skyrim and stay with the Greybeards. He leaves without a word. Hopefully that's the last I'll see of him. Have 13-year-old sister. She's a Stacy level normal fag. The only game she plays is Skyrim. Never see her play because of work. I assume she has an OP level 80 character. Today I'm at home because my work contract expired last week. She comes into my room and asks if she can play. I load up the game for her, look through her character sheet and inventory. Notice that her character is shit. Level 6 with a basic steel sword. Her only good skill is sneak. I notice her inventory is filled with generic clothes, rings, and necklaces. She hasn't even started the main quest. The only thing of note is that her character is a vampire. I ask her what the fuck she's been doing this entire time. She doesn't respond, looks through her book bag instead, pulls out her laptop, opens a Word document. Okay, Anon, name is city in Skyrim. Riverwood. Anon, that's not a city, but okay. She fast travels to Riverwood. The first NPC she runs into is Sigrid. She'll make a nice target. What? This is what I do, Anon. I kill people in this game. For the next 2 hours, she stalks Sigrid from the shadows. She's constantly typing notes in her laptop. She writes down where Sigrid is at a given time. She writes down who she talks to, what she talks about, and what chores she does. Eventually, she predicts a time and location where Sigrid will be isolated. She tells me every other day at dawn, Sigrid treks into the village outskirts to collect water. Her schedule for collecting water happens to overlap with a guard change, so Sigrid will be alone. Sigrid shows up as expected. Sister sneaks up behind her, waits an agonizing minute, and then kills her. Loots Sigrid and takes her cloak. Dumps Sigrid's corpse into the river. I watch as Sigrid's body floats away. My face when I realize those generic garments and jewelry pieces in her inventory are mementos of her victims. Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Is my little sister going to be a serial killer when she grows up? The rare times when I'm out in public, neat, I always stay within some semblance of dialogue within the game. It's fun to me. This was yesterday when I needed to get some cookies, a loaf of bread, and a few chicken breasts to make my favorite sandwich. Bring all the items to the cashier. Hi. Greetings. Did you find everything okay? Yes, and I've heard others say the same. Oh, that's good. I had some other stuff on here besides my sandwich materials, so a few seconds of silence ensued. I saw a few geese outside your store today. Filthy creatures. Oh, were they bothering anyone? I steered clear of them. She kept quiet after that, so I decided to try again. Any news from the other states? Oh, no? She was bagging at this point, so she tried to ignore me. Dropped my money on the ground trying to pay. She was trying to hold back a smirk. I know she didn't find me cute or anything because I'm 5'6" and 280 pounds. Don't you, have a wallet? That's nothing I'd care to talk about. It was pretty uncomfortable. I'm just gonna keep sticking to the game. I have an end game whenever I play Skyrim. Means that once I've done everything I plan to do, I finish that character. My first character is an orc called Yashnars the Defiler. Heavy armor, two-handed weapons, health tank. Throughout the game, I boosted my pickpocketing. Eventually, I've run out of things to do. Quests, done. Heavy armor, 100. Smithing, 100. Two-handed, 100. Pickpocketing, 100. It's endgame time. I go to Whiterun. Enable kill essential NPCs and children mods. Enable nude mod. Use my level 100 pickpocket skills to strip everyone naked except for the Jarl. Take off all clothes except my Daedric gloves. Smithed to perfection. Fist of Steel skill means my punches will one-hit kill anyone without armor. Crouch so my punches are at ass level. Fist every single living thing in the butt. Even the children, even the yak. Finally, I go to Dragon's Reach, get the Jarl onto the porch. I Fusro die him off the balcony. He's ragdolling away high above the plains of Skyrim. Return to the throne room. Sit at throne. My giant orc dick on display. I save it there, quit, and never play that character again. I delete all saves of Yashnars but that one. Yashnars the Defiler will forever remain the naked Jarl of Whiterun. His subjects strewn naked through the city, naked, fisted, bloody. defiled. Be working on a cold, morned-ass morning. Town is all on edge about some Return of the Dovahkiin bullshit. See a guy that I've never seen around Whiterun before. Decide to be friendly and introduce myself. I work for Bellathor over at the General Goods Store. He says nothing, crouches and rummages through my pockets, goes into the store, puts bucket on Bellathor's head, steals everything, drops 36 cheese wheels from his bag to make room, runs outside and teleports away. My face when... Be me. Invites girl over for Netflix. There was no Netflix, I lied. She thinks I wanted to fuck. LOL, no. I wanted to actually talk about Skyrim's lore. She's actually interested. What the fuck, no way. We talk for 3 to 4 hours. She later says that she's pro Stormcloak. A red flag, but okay. She says Nords are her favorite race. Gross, she's not Breton-pilled. She says the Thieves Guild is the best quest line in the game. Okay, you're pressing buttons now. Ends with saying that she didn't wife Isolde. Okay, you're a fucking cunt. Throw her out into the negative 20-degree snow. Drunk with no ride home. Glory to the Empire. Be Nord. Worship Talos. Skyrim belongs to the Nords. Tapestry. Drink mead. Find other Nords. Complain about Dirt Dunmer in my city. Empire tells me to be accepting of other races. Skyrim belongs to the Nords. Dragonstone. Realize Empire is controlled by the Realize the Empire is controlled by the greedy, big-nosed Altmer. I tell the other Nords, go join the Stormcloaks then. I don't join the Stormcloaks. I go back to Proud Clan's house, sit in the basement, write letters to a bunch of people I don't know about how Altmer are greedy and evil to seek the approval of strangers. Call Bosmer cockroaches, lynch Redguards, much heritage. Be mourning, be heading to the Cloud District. See 9 out of 10 Imperial Dovahkiin chick. Want.jpg. She walks towards me. Sweet roll falls out of my pocket. I know she's going to talk to me. Can't think of anything to say. Manage to sputter out, do you get to the Cloud District very often? What the fuck did I just say, .jpg? I know alpha bitches like her don't go to the Cloud District. I'm embarrassed. Try to cover it up. Oh, what am I saying? Of course you don't. The Dovahkiin looks pissed and walks away. Forever alone. BMP. My face when. Be me. In Dragon's Reach. Some weird-ass Argonian who doesn't talk walks up. Probably came to Dragon's Reach to discuss the ongoing hostilities like all the other great warriors. Asked me what I have for sale. Scrolls and incantations for those goddamn lizard cuts me off to browse my wares. Pickpockets me. Whiterun guards up in my shit. Curse this damnable conflict. Have huge foot fetish. Mod Skyrim with foot fetish mod for years and use it to jerk off. Oh, pick related. Never even beaten the game. Buy VR recently. Skyrim VR feels super immersive. Lightbulb ding.jpg. My face when the feet mod works with Skyrim VR. I add it. Go to jerk off to female feet. I can't. I feel too embarrassed. I'm physically crouching to get closer to the feet, which the game interprets as sneaking. Your NPC who detects me says something like, "What do you think you're doing?" I rip off my headset and take a sad nap for 6 hours. Then I write this. My face when I will never be able to get a GF. Be me. Be Falkreath Guard. New guy visits town. Suddenly a dragon attacks. Everyone in town starts attacking it, even the new guy. New guy starts shooting a fire spell out of his hands. I walk in front of him. He hits me with his flames. Oh no you didn't. GIF. Stop worrying about the dragon. The new guy is clearly the main threat. Everyone starts attacking the new guy. He's trying to fight both the dragon and everyone else. Well, he certainly can't take us all. He finally dies. People start celebrating. Dragon kills us all. Worth it. Be me, leader of the Imperial Army in Skyrim, stuck in a bullshit civil war because elf assholes are radical fucking milk drinkers. Banned some bullshit god, and now I have to deal with Viking ISIS. Getting too old for this shit. One day, some asshole in shitty iron armor shows up. He says he wants to join the Legion. Wait, this asshole was at Helgen. He survived the fucking dragon, with his hands tied, wearing rags. Already dealt with shit for letting prisoners escape after the attack. Let's make him pay. Send him to get some bone crown or some shit. Hopefully he'll get murdered by the Stormcloaks. Hear reports of dragons being killed throughout the country. Whatever, it's less paperwork for me. About 2 years later, the guy comes back, wearing armor made out of dragon bones. Strangely, he's bleeding out, looks close to death. Everything stops for a moment. I can't move. He suddenly heals back up to perfect health and gets even more built. He hands me the bone crown like it's nothing. Fucking Akatosh, I've got to get rid of this guy. He crouches down right in front of me. Oh, fuck, where did he go? I look at the guard next to me. Oh shit. He's now naked, holding an apple and wearing some stupid jester hat. Asshole reappears in front of me, strangely wearing the guard's armor. It's probably just my imagination. Send him on some bullshit raiding missions against winter Muslims. Pray to the divines that he gets murdered out there. Still stuck in a civil war. Fuck this shit, I'm done. At least the raids are going well. Clearing out Al-Qaeda pretty quick. Strangely, every soldier is dead afterwards. One day, the Dragonborn asshole walks up to me. It takes him 3 fucking hours to walk through solitude, he's so weighed down. Pulls out about 200 sets of Imperial armor. Office is fucking filled with sets of my dead soldier's armor. He picks one up and rubs it onto my face. It even still smells like the soldier who wore it. Can't do anything. He's not breaking any laws. Guard brings me a report. Says the Dragonboner keeps killing all the fucking troops. I can't do anything, there's no proof. Guard looks at Dragonbone. Hey, I know you. Dragonborn starts screaming at him about how many confirmed kills he has and bullshit like that. My mistake. Guard turns around. Dragonbone immediately starts to strip. Oh fuck, where'd he go? See Dragonbone leap out of the pile of armor like a horker. Stabs the guard in the throat. Immediately goes back to his ball pit of corpse loot. Look at the guard's dead body. Oh, what happened? Civil War is almost over. Boned Dragon seems to complete every mission really fucking easily. Shit's coming to a finale, about time to storm Windhelm. Gather the entire Imperial army outside the walls of the rebel capital. The whole 20-man army. And Dragonbone. Fucking Dragonbone. Start to give a battle speech or some shit. I don't even care at this point. I haven't had a sweet roll in weeks. Dragonbone charges ahead of the entire army and into the city first. We walk in a few seconds later. There's already a pile of about 10 corpses in the front gate. Dragonbone is standing on top of a building with a bow. He pulls back an arrow and starts to spin at light speed. Releases the arrow and shoots an Imperial soldier through the heart. Whatever, we've got Jihad to kill. Dragonbone murders about 20 more soldiers in the blink of an eye. We're about to rush into the palace when all of a sudden, he stops. Runs over to the weeds bordering the walls and begins to pick them. Immediately shoves them in his mouth and gets poisoned. Starts doing this with a whole shit ton of random vegetables and flowers. Really, nigga? Eventually runs into the palace. Kill all the guards myself while Dragonbone keeps trying to cast some bullshit spell. Eventually, he succeeds. A huge fiery explosion sends corpses flying around the room. A couple hit me in the face. I don't even give a fuck. Start talking to Ulfric bin Laden. Dragonbone is now running up and down the table throwing plates and shit in every direction. Say fuck it and give him a sword to murder this asshole. Dragonbone starts to rub the sword on Ulfric's face, not doing any damage. Eventually he shouts at Ulfric so hard that he flies across the room. Whatever, he's dead. I look for Dragonbone to congratulate him. He's already fucking gone. Thank the divines. Let's hope I never see this asshole again. Be me. Be Whiterun Guard. Pretty easy job. No idea why so many people complain about it. One day, Captain Bitch comes into the barracks, says there's a dragon that burned down one of the watchtowers. Everyone is in complete shock. Meanwhile, I'm laughing so hard I'm about to fall off my chair. She's dead serious. She makes us march out to the watchtower and leave the town defenseless. I'm pissed because I probably just woke up from my nap to walk out there and find stupid kids playing with magic, lighting shit on fire. Some weird guy is coming with us. Captain Bitch says he's a friend of the Jarl, so I assume he's one of the 50 other people who's convinced him to send us out here for no reason. Get to the tower. Surprise, surprise, no fucking dragon. Stand around waiting for like an hour. All of a sudden we hear a deafening roar. Turn around, there's an actual fucking dragon. Shit.gif. Opens its mouth and immediately burns 4 guards to death. We start pelting this thing with arrows. Weird guy runs up to it with a sword, starts hacking away. Turn around for 1 second to get more arrows. Face the dragon again, and he's fucking riding it, gouging its eyes out. Kills it like it was nothing. The dragon's skin starts to burn away. Some light is coming from it and going into this guy. Somebody says he absorbed its soul. Says that he might have been the Dragonborn. Chuckle to myself because that's obviously bullshit. They keep telling him to shout. He does it. Yells something like "Foos" and knocks us all back on our asses. Turns out he really is the Dragonborn. Dragons are now fucking everywhere. Have to fight at least 5 attacking the town every week. Most of my friends are dead and I've suffered so many burns I practically look like a draugr. Fuck this job. Be me. Live in Riverwood. Nephew Hadvar wanders back from wherever the hell he's been. Tells me of a dragon in Helgen. Has a rescued traveler with him. The rescued traveler and I talk for a bit. Every time I begin to speak, he cuts me off. It's my civic duty. Whiterun needs to know. It's beginning to get dark. Tell him he can take what he needs for his journey. Watch helplessly as the traveler rushes around my home, stuffing all of my food, including whole cheese wheels, into his pockets, takes all of my gold. Traveler suddenly stops and does not move for over an hour. Who the hell did you bring home, Hadvar? After 12 hours, the traveler finally exits my home. Go outside the next day to work at the forge. The traveler's out there. Makes 61 daggers. Who is this demon? Be me. Working hard as shit for years to become the best one at smithing. Random guy shows up, buys all of my iron ore, crafts tons of shitty daggers, sells all of them back to me. I didn't want to buy all that shit, but I did anyways. I need to restock. He backs up and stands there for fucking 2 days without eating. I'm restocked. He buys all of my ore again. In 3 weeks of this, he gets better at smithing than me.